Sunday, May 14th, 2023. Morning edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated video. First, this day in history.
1097, the Siege of Nicaea begins during the First Crusade. 1607, English colonists established James Fort, which would become Jamestown, Virginia, the earliest permanent English settlement in the Americas. 1610, Henry IV of France is assassinated by Catholic zealot Francois Ravaillac, and Louis XIII ascends the throne. Today's obituaries:
Tayeb Belays, 74, Algerian jurist, Minister of Justice, 2004-2012. Giotto Bizzarini, 96, Italian automobile engineer. Wincenty Grabarczyk, 91, Polish actor and stage director. Edward Sagalayev, 76, Russian media executive, founder of TV6 and chairman of the VGTRK, 1996-1997. Ramji Takwale, 90, Indian academic administrator, vice-chancellor of YCMAU, 1989-1994, and IGNU, 1995-1998. Keiko Tanaka Ikeda, 89, Japanese gymnast, Olympic bronze medalist, 1964, brain cancer. And now on to today's news. Business news.
U.S. inflation is hard to whip. Here's why. Axios. AI summary of this story. After years of disinflationary pressures, the global economy is now facing inflationary forces. This reversal of economic trends may make it challenging to keep inflation at policymakers' desired level and maintain it there. While inflation has come down from its pandemic-era peak of 9%, the harder part of controlling the sticky inflation is ahead. According to Jason Furman, former Council of Economic Advisors chair, getting inflation from 5% to 4% will be easier than reducing it from 3% to 2%. Dileep Singh, chief global economist at PGIM Fixed Income, believes that structural forces will push inflation higher.
CEO of grocery chain sounds alarm over the dumb things U.S. government is doing. Fox Business. The AI summary of this story. John Katzimatidis, CEO of New York City grocery store chain Gristedes, believes that food prices won't come down until companies feel confident that Washington is not taking any irrational decisions that could harm their earnings. This statement comes after inflation rose by 0.4% in April, and the consumer price index surged by 4.9% YoY. Katzimatidis warns that corporate executives are scared, and if the U.S. Federal Reserve continues hiking interest rates, it could lead to a repeat of the Reagan recession. He believes the traditional methods of inflation control and raising interest rates need modification to avoid damaging the economy.
FDA AdCom backs accelerated approval of Sarepta's Duchenne gene therapy in close vote. Endpoints News. AI summary of this story. Advisors to the U.S. FDA have recommended approval of SRP 9001, an experimental gene therapy developed by Sarepta Therapeutics for Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which affects over 12,000 children in the U.S., leading to progressive muscle tissue breakdown and death. The treatment involves a single infusion of viruses modified to produce miniature versions of the protein dystrophin, absent from the muscles of those with the disease. The final decision is expected by the end of May.
Now a poem about today's business news. O foolish government, what dumb things thou doth, thus spake the CEO of grocery chain in truth. Amidst rising prices, inflation doth not slip, a problem hard to whip, as Axios quips. But in the realm of science, there's hope to find where Sarepta's gene therapy a glimmer shines. The FDA AdCom backs its accelerated approval, encouraging progress in the fight against Duchenne's removal. Though troubles loom and clouds may darken day, let's hold on to hope and pave a better way. Technology news.
First ride review of Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 RS vertical bar. Overdrive vertical bar, CNBC TV 18, CNBC TV 18. AI summary of this story. I can do that. However, I need you to provide me with the article first so that I can read it and summarize it for you. Please provide me with the link to the article.
Huarang is ready to kick you to bits in Tekken 8, push square. AI summary of this story. Huarang has been announced as a playable character in Tekken 8 with a familiar taekwondo style that appears even more kick-heavy this time around. The development team has stated that the emphasis will be on individual character strengths. Hwoarang's announcement takes the initial roster count up to 14.
Download. Here are all the new wallpapers from the Google Pixel 7a XDA developers. AI summary of this story. I'm sorry, but I could not find any relevant information regarding your request in the given web search results. The information provided only talks about the release of the Google Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro phones, their features, pricing, and the new budget-friendly Pixel 7a with similar specs but a lower price tag. Is there anything else I can assist you with? Science News.
Rock that punched hole in New Jersey house confirmed to be 4.6 billion-year-old meteorite. Space.com. AI summary of this story. A meteorite smashed through the roof of a residential area in New Jersey and was confirmed to be a rare stony chondrite meteorite, at least 4.6 billion years old. Such primitive rocks make up 85% of meteorites found on Earth, with most discovered in Antarctica. The 6-inch long by 4-inch wide meteorite crashed into a New Jersey house, dented the floorboard, and punched 2 holes into the ceiling.
Cosmonaut's helmet camera captures incredible glowing view of Earth on spacewalk. The sun. AI summary of this story. I'm happy to help. However, I need the article you would like me to summarize first. Please provide the link or the article itself.
Surprisingly few insects live in the ocean, and we may finally know why. Science alert. AI summary of this story. Insects thrive on land but are rare in marine environments due to a unique enzyme called multicopper oxidase 2, MCO2, which helps insects harden their casings, making their exoskeletons lightweight and less resistant to ocean surroundings. Biologists from Tokyo Metropolitan University suggest that this system puts insects at a disadvantage in oceans, but helps them thrive out of it. Insects have been on Earth for almost 480 million years, and this discovery highlights a key adaptive expansion of living organisms into a new terrestrial ecosystem.
Now a poem about today's science news. Oh, woe upon the house of Jersey! A rock did fall with stranger emissary, a meteorite, 4 billion years of life, proving violence in space is rife. A cosmonaut in space doth soar, with helmet and camera he doth explore, the world below in glowing view, a sight that's wondrous, pure and true. Insects aplenty on land do dwell, but in the ocean their numbers are few. Now scientists may finally tell why this mystery is true. Nature doth hold so many secrets that we are just beginning to unveil. Through cosmic rocks and space helmets, the wonders of this world never fail. Health News.
Is watermelon healthy? Sugar contents plus what it does for the body. USA Today. AI summary of this story. As summer approaches, plans for backyard barbecues and pool parties begin to crowd our calendars. One of its most popular fruits is watermelon, with more than 40 million pounds expected to be consumed. Apart from being delicious, watermelon is also a hydrating fruit, with over 90% water content and loaded with electrolytes. It is also rich in nutrients and can be a healthy snack for weight loss. Watermelon has many health benefits and is particularly rich in lycopene, an essential antioxidant associated with lowered risks of heart disease and cancer. Other nutrients like fiber, vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals all contribute to watermelon's health benefits.
Mouse study reveals unlikely connection between menthol and Alzheimer's. Science alert. AI summary of this story. Menthol inhalation can improve the cognitive abilities of mice with Alzheimer's disease. The interleukin-1 beta, IL-1B protein, which helps regulate the body's inflammatory response, can cause harm to the brain when not controlled properly. Repeated short exposures to menthol can reduce the protein levels and improve cognitive ability in animal models, including healthy young mice. This research suggests that odors can be used as therapies for Alzheimer's and other central nervous system diseases. Furthermore, reducing the number of T regulatory cells, a type of immune cell, improved cognitive ability in mice with Alzheimer's disease, indicating a possible route for future treatments.
High stakes. Troubling link between cannabis use disorder and schizophrenia in young men. SciTech Daily.
Now a poem about today's health news of watermelon and health. Oh, juicy fruit that quenches thirst and fills, amid debate it stands, with health at wills. Some say it's packed with sugars, sweet to taste, while others praise its nutrients, no waste. But like the menthol that affects the brain, a mouse did show a link that causes strain. For Alzheimer's may manifest so sly, and in this fruit some sugar may run high, and yet another link begins to form, a link that brings to light a darker norm. For cannabis, a drug that's often fun, may lead to schizophrenia, a frightful one. Thus, in these tales that science has so told, a cautionary tale they do unfold, to weigh the cost of what we have at hand, and tread upon life's path with measured stand. Entertainment news.
Jamie Foxx out of hospital for weeks and playing pickleball, daughter claims. Fox 5 Atlanta.
Michael J. Fox says watching Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood partly inspired him to retire. The Independent.
The agony and ecstasy of scoring last-minute face value Taylor Swift tickets, CNN.
Now a poem about today's entertainment news. Oh woe, Jamie Foxx out of the hospital fair, doth play pickleball as daughter doth declare. The news from Fox 5 Atlanta, it doth spread of his recovery and return to sport instead, but news from the Independent doth bring despair. As Michael J. Fox doth say, "'Tis time to retire, for watching DiCaprio's acting, such an inspiration, hath caused him to bid farewell to his vocation. Yet 'tis not all grim, for CNN doth report the joy and tears of scoring Taylor Swift caught. The agony and ecstasy of last-minute tickets doth bring thrill and wonder to music lovers. Such a picket." Now, a silly joke or two, to lighten the mood after all the heavy stuff.
My dentist is the best. He even has a little plaque. What do you call a group of disorganized cats? A cat-tastrophe. Hope you enjoyed today's artificial intelligence-generated news digest. For more, please like, subscribe, hit the bell button to activate notifications, and make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.